Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we get to do this very simple Kenyan themed pattern which looks very beautiful at the end. It also looks quite close to a pattern that we did earlier on, but this one has a slight difference that you will see once we start making it. So kindly stick to the end, and I'm sure you'll learn something new from this tutorial. So guys, the materials required are 0.30 millimeters fishing line as always, black, white, red and green seed beads, and you cut your fishing line to approximately 16 inches to 20 inches of length, and then you begin. So we begin by picking 5 black beads on the right hand. So we pick our 5 black beads on the right hand, and then we pick, those are 5 black beads that we have picked on the right side, and then followed by 1 white bead like that, and then we crisscross on that 1 white bead. Then you pull the white bead to the bottom like this and make sure that your fishing line is balanced. And then we proceed by picking 1 red bead on each side and a second red bead on each side, so that we have 2 on the right side and 2 on the left side. And then you pick a final white bead on the left, and then you crisscross on the white bead and pull the white bead like that. You should have something that looks like this. Kindly make sure that each step that you take, you are together with us. So on to the next step, you pick 2 green beads and another 1 green bead on the right, and then you pick 2 more green beads on the same right hand, and then you crisscross from the left like that on 2 beads, specifically 2 beads, and then you pull, and then you have something like this. So in this pattern, the full circle contains 6 beads. The pattern that we did previously contained 8 beads, so this one has got 6 beads in each complete circle. So we proceed. Now we are making a corner. We've picked 1 green bead followed by 2 green beads. Those are 3 green beads, and then this 1 white bead like that. Then we pull. We should have something that looks like this at this point. So then we pass the fishing line through the next 2 red beads like that, and then you pull. Make sure that your work is neat and looks like ours, and then you pick 2 red beads followed by 1 white bead like that. Then you crisscross on the white bead like that, and you pull. You should have something like that. Then you repeat the same thing. You pass the fishing line through the 2 black beads, and then you pick 3 black beads, 1 like that, and then followed by 2 black beads, which you crisscross onto the 2 black beads. Remember, this pattern that you're making is of the Kenyan flag. It's based on the Kenyan colors which are on the Kenyan flag, which is black, white, red, white and green. So now here we're going to repeat the same thing that we've been doing until it gets to this length, and then basically I'm going to show you how I'm proceeding just briefly, so that you get a glimpse of what's happening. But it's basically the same thing. Just pick the 2 black beads there, crisscross on the 2 beads like that as you continue with your pattern. So I'm going to fast forward here, but if you want to watch it, you can go to the settings tab and you can slow down the video to the speed that you love, and you can get to see it going slowly. So remember guys that this pattern, it's not a must that you stick to these same colors that we are doing here. You can use a mixture of other beautiful colors that you prefer to use, and you still will come out with a very beautiful result at the end of the day. Remember guys, our details are at the bottom on the down on the description below. If you love to support us to continue making more content, or you would love to give us feedback, our details are on the description down below. And also kindly don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section down below. For your comments give us strength, and they give us morale and inspiration to continue making this tutorials. So as you can see, that was quite fast, but we are able to make and get to the end. So this is how we are closing, using one green bead, and then we pass it through the two green beads there like that, and then we pick a white bead on which we will crisscross on that white bead. There we have a white bead, then we crisscross on that white bead like that, and then you pull. So make sure it's firm. So what we're doing here is we are closing. If you've gotten to the length that you feel is comfortable with your hand, that's where you close it at, and then we proceed. You pass the fishing line through the next two red beads like that, and then on the other side you repeat the same thing. Actually, this is something that we've been doing on the right angle weave pattern. Most of the tutorials that we've been doing, you can check them out on our playlist. This has been the basic guide that we have been using. So if this is not your first time trying this out, then I'm quite sure you'll have an easier time. And if it's your first time also and you're having a hard time, kindly check our previous tutorials so that you can learn, and when you come to this one it's going to be easier. But I'm quite sure this is not a hard thing to do. As you can see, we are passing the fishing line through the two black beads there, and we're crisscrossing. I'm really grateful for your feedback that you've constantly been giving me. I'm happy for those of you who have been able to make and create beadwork from our tutorials, and some of you have also been able to make money out of selling your beaded jewelry. I'm really proud of you guys, and thank you so much for taking upon this challenge. And some of you have been able to create their own beaded products. So as you can see, this is 98% done at most. The only thing we are left with is just closing and cutting our fishing line. But as you can see, our product looks very beautiful. Remember, this is something that you can do as a hobby, but also you can do part-time as something that can give you money. And as you can see, what I'm doing there is I'm cutting the fishing line, the remaining fishing line. Once we have secured the fishing line through the beads, you cut them out and you're left with this perfect bracelet. So thank you so much for watching. Kindly don't forget to tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and we will see you on our next video. Thank you so much.